Right, well, I think at least the casters are ready to go, so I'll definitely, yeah, there we go.
Game is starting.
Start.
TomikuS versus
Nice.
RiSky ZVZ best of 3 on Interloper.
Wonder if we'll see any roaches.
Well, possibly. Right.
All right, here we are indeed on Interloper. We have in the bottom right our Danish player representing Team Deka. He's the orange Zerg, he's TomikuS.
And my game is freezing. Oh no, it's back. In the top left, we have our purple Zerg, the one who just beat Arnovich with some amazing play. It is RiSky.
I didn't feel that the game was all that risky though.
No, he is actually a pretty safe player.
Mm-hmm. Very well defended.
Maybe just in this tournament because he knows he's one of the better players here. Makes sense.
Right. Yeah, so we're seeing a gas first opener here from RiSky into a pool. So that's pretty much going to be a fast link speed. On the other hand, we have TomikuS going for a hatch first. At, what was that, like 18 supply?
Yeah, that was pretty early.
That was super greedy.
So, let's see. I do think RiSky is going for a hatchery. So
he's going
I
for
do
gas
think TomikuS is having the advantage here.
Oh right, yeah, RiSky is going to play this. At least not one. He's not going to be one basing it, that's for sure. But he could still, you know, pull off a timing. I mean, his spawning pool is just about to finish, whereas yeah, TomikuS is not even halfway. So this could still be a speedlink timing, which could be very, very effective. Well,
it's true. I do think TomikuS should be able to hold, or at least not die from any aggression that will come now. But let's see if RiSky can at least do some damage. It's only 4 links.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the best case scenario here for RiSky, he's just going to be able to pick off a drone or two and just using the speed advantage be able to shave off some damage here and there. Oh, actually, I think he's going to... Yeah, there's the bending nest already. 2 queens on the way for TomikuS. Of course, that's a bit more defense-oriented. You know, queens are just really, really good at that.
That is not the fastest path that Zerglings can take, right? So it's just trying to avoid any links from TomikuS? Or trying to avoid it being seen from an Overlord?
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to pull that off. The question is how many drones are actually going to be here at the natural for TomikuS, which will...
I think he's going for quick banings. He's going for a baning run by. He's just hiding them there. His baning nest is almost finished. So this could be really interesting if TomikuS happens to have a lot of drones at his natural at the time that banings roll in.
What is RiSky doing? Like, he's hiding Zerglings as natural as well. It's an interesting strategy. Like, he's made a natural, but he's put 0 drones there so far. And now he actually darts out with a bunch of links in some sort of counterattack.
So it's just a fake. It's just to get more larvae, I think.
Yep. Certainly a fake.
And his banelings are coming in, his Zerglings are running after. And this is going to be a really strong attack. Yeah, well, TomikuS noticed. He already put his queens on the ramp. His drones already evacuated.
That spine crawler is sick.
What was that?
He blew up on the spine crawler and now he's trying to bust... Okay, he killed some larvae, but he's not going to break through this.
No, I think TomikuS held this perfectly. He knew what was going on. He evacuated in time. He managed to scout the fact that there were no drones there.
Oh, there's actually links killing drones right now in the main of RiSky.
TomikuS is actually being the one that's aggressive right now, which is quite funny.
So yeah, this is definitely the knife fight aspect of CVC. You've got players dodging around each other, basically trying to stab each other. Yeah, I always, when I see this happen, I always think like, well, why doesn't he just run the baitings into the queen, right? But apparently it's not that simple, and we've got a bunch of Zerglings now running into the main. There's no queen here, so they might actually, okay, they can't really seem to focus down any of these drones, but still very dangerous.
Despite the hold from TomikuS, RiSky is actually not in a bad position at all.
No, not at all. He's
way ahead in drones.
Yeah, but here come 4 banelings right at his natural, but I think they will be intercepted easily by these Zerglings and this queen. 2 banelings additionally as well. Oh, actually, the detonation was way too early. Oh, now
So
he's gonna have to run
the
his drones.
have to get out there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Oh, a
actually
lot
still.
of drones are going down right now. 5 already.
So many
RiSky's
drones here.
banings are finishing up, so from now he should be able to hold. But that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it could have been so easily prevented if he had waited just a bit longer with that first detonation, I feel. But damn, it was a good attack from TomikuS. I did not expect him to do all that much damage.
They're
RiSky,
actually starting to equalize right now. They're both
Yeah.
taking their thirds. Their supplies are pretty equal, both in drones too. I think they both did some nice hits to each other, but
Ooh.
his son and queen. Like, I think one baneling for 2 circlings is eh. Yeah, that was a good trade, though.
that was a
So
good
this
trade
is-
for RiSky.
Bro, this queen is way out of position here in the center. Actually, there's a... Oh, that's an overlord. Never mind.
It's like, what queen? What queen?
No, there is a queen, but it's already back on the creep. I guess
Okay.
she wasn't that far away from home.
Oh, there are 2 banings at the top going to the first and
Oh.
2 here as natural. But those banings... Oh, are they able to go to the drone line?
I think they will.
And he's not
Oh.
evacuating, or he is, but
Oh.
it's way too late. He's losing 4, which is not as bad as I thought it would be, actually.
Oh, but the third
he is going to
completely
lose his
surrounded.
first.
Oh, he's gonna have to. He might have to cancel it or somehow transfuse, but no. There's no Zerglings here for RiSky actually to defend.
No.
Where did they all go? Now it's
RiSky
Quinta getting surrounded.
RiSky started his Roach War in, but it's not going to be there in time.
Oh, losing these queens and this third is still alive somehow. I guess he decided those queens were a primary target.
He's just going to ignore the natural, go straight
yeah.
into the main.
And this will definitely be too much economic damage for RiSky to handle.
So many lost mining time, and he's so far behind in both in his army. The drones are actually quite even still, but I don't think he can stabilize from here. He just has too few army units.
Yeah, this is going to be lights out. GG. Well played by TomikuS. Man, CPC. I'm so glad I don't have to play that matchup.
I know, it seems so stressful.
I mean, it's
I think
difficult to
actually
cast.
funny that my prediction that there were going to be roaches, which was supposed to be a joke, actually weren't any roaches this evening.
Yeah, never made any. All right, so this being the semifinal, I guess we're just gonna see another CVC. The question is, from this point on, who will he face then in the? Let's see. I mean, let's see who is left so far in this tournament. That will be Optimus Tyrannitus, either of which will be directly advancing or going into the third place final, I believe. What is there for the third place finalist if he wins?
The top 3 should advance, so the third place final is actually really important because the fourth place finisher does not qualify.
All right, that's yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought it
rather
said top
important.
2.
So I can take a minute to tell you about the qualifier format. Like Joop just said, the top 3 players from each qualifier qualify. That is for the first 4 qualifiers. So the first 4 qualifiers are just open qualifiers, just like tonight. Anybody can sign up, wherever you're from, whatever your skill level, just sign up and have some fun. After that, the 5th qualifier is the last chance qualifier. And only players who've played in previous qualifiers and made it to at least a round of 8 and have not qualified yet, right? Those players can sign up. So that's anywhere between 4 and
5 and 20, I think it was.
yeah, between 5 and 20. I calculated this before. So between
Yeah.
5 and 20 players, they will go into the last chance qualifier, and that will be best of 3s all the way. Depending on how many players it are, it's going to be double elimination or single elimination. If it's 8 or less players, we're going to do double elimination, otherwise single elimination. And from that qualifier, the top 2 qualifies. So in total, if you've been keeping score, we have 4 qualifiers that give 3 players each, so that's 12, plus 2 from the last chance qualifier is 14. And then numbers 15 and 16, or numbers 1 and 2, however you want to look at it, are invited previous DSCL Open winners, which are still only 2 players, Harstem and Euthermal, because they've been alternating the wins. So Harstem and Euthermal make it to 16, and then we've got 16 players in the main tournament, going to be online group stage, 4 groups of 4 players. from each group, 2 players advance to the offline finals. So that's 8 players from the online track, because all of this is the online track to the offline finals. And of course, there's also the local track for Benelux players only, and information about that's on the website. I see that Nightbot's not in the channel.
Bad Nightbot. I noticed on Reddit you have this thing where you can say good bot or bad bot or something like that, and there's so much, so much of it.
All right, the second game in this series is going to be played on Ascension to Ire. And the game is actually already starting. Back-to-back StarCraft.
Not a CVC, let's see if it will be as aggressive as last game.
So how are things on the tech side? No strange issues with sound, right?
Not as far as I can tell. I have a very, very graphically heavy bumper setup that goes off every time we go in game. Maybe I'll have to downscale that a little bit. But otherwise, I think we're okay. So let me set this up. We're in game, by the way, guys, so take it away, casters.
Alright, so we're in Ascension to Ire with another ZVZ. And in the top left corner...
Whoa, I'm in the bottom right. Dude, wait, let me switch. Okay, here we go. Yes.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Do you not read, Western books, which are always from top left to bottom right? In the top left corner, we have the orange Zerg, who just had an amazing hold against the early push from RiSky and managed to win the game. It's TomikuS.
Quite right.
All right. And in the bottom right, we have the purple Zerg from Team My Insanity. He's RiSky.
RiSky.
RiSky, indeed.
It is rather risque.
I believe we have similar builds.
Yeah. No, TomikuS is going for an pull first now, and he did go for an hatch first last game, and he seems to be going aggressive. While RiSky is playing a similar build as before, so I think this is in the advantage of RiSky.
Yeah, he dealt with that. We all saw how this went in the previous game, and yeah, it's still going to come down to execution, I feel. Most important point here is TomikuS actually going to go for a hatch? It doesn't really look like it, though.
No, he's going all in, but RiSky did go for the pool and the extractor first before he went for the hatch. Oh no, wait, he didn't. He did get his hatch before the pool, so it might actually be really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, RiSky did go pool before hatch, and he's getting speed now, so he might be able to stabilize. He's just gonna, have to micro the hell out of his queens and stop making drones, because he's still doing that, and that's quite worrisome. He's got 4 links, and that's just gonna be it for now. And he's still, still working on his economy. Have no idea what his opponent is doing. Actually, moving out with the Zerglings in the correct angle might be a good move, but these Zerglings are just about to have speed. So what are they going to do?
He should not get his third hatch. He should evacuate as soon as he can.
Wait, he was going to go for a third hatch?
Yeah.
Oh, he was. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, and he gets the surround on the queen as well. Not a perfect surround, of course, but a good surround nonetheless. Yeah, right now he's just going to run into the main.
And I don't think he's able to hold this. He's starting a Spine Crawlers, but they won't be there in time, so he has to micro his drones. But even if he holds, he will suffer a lot of losses.
Yeah, and there will be, of course, more links, and at some point you will be able to also add on a lot of Bane links, which will allow him to just really run rampant and just destroy everything.
There they come.
There they come. Boom. And
run!
Nice split, though, I have to say. He's just going to focus down nothing.
He got 6 drones in the end, but it's not as much as you would think.
Yeah, and now there's a spine in play, so he's just going to go and kill this natural. And the question is, okay, he's going to make more Banelings. I was thinking, like, okay, he's going to make Banelings or just go for his own hatch. I think going for the throat here is really the correct response,
He has a lot more, and he can finish it now. RiSky is back on 1 base, and I don't think he can hold this. Spine is going down, and he doesn't have any units. It's a 2-0 quick sweep by TomikuS.
Yep.
Without any roaches having been built.
Well, the all-in pays off. And with that.